Start carving a pumpkin here in just a minute. I gotta get some things set up. The way this is gonna work is change this to hair, so I gotta get one thing. So just bask in the amazing pumpkininess. It shall be carved. Oh yes, it shall be carved. So we're going to start chopping up Mr. Pumpkin here in just a second. I wanted to be able to try to read some of the chats while we're doing this, so try to set up my computer, so give me just a second. Because I will never, ever, ever be able to see the chats on my phone, so. How's everybody's evening? Hope everybody's having a good Halloween. Time to get all pumpkin-y up in here. So we're going to do a Frankenstein or Frankenstein. You gotta cut his noggin open first, so figure out which implement of destruction we want to use. Yep, I'm using it because I'm the guy. You do these things. It would help if the handle stayed on that saw. Chopping, chopping, chopping. There we go. No pumpkin is safe. I'm cutting this thing up and all I'm thinking is pie. I'll be able to look at the chat in just a minute. Unfortunately, I have a noggin to cut off. How's everybody's night going? Hope your hollow has been weenie. The lawn bag's cut in half. Probably not the smartest idea to try to make this work well, but you know, hey, what are you gonna do? I'm learning. I've never done one inside of a house before. At least my cut was fairly true. Pull his noggin off. There we go. Fresh pumpkin skull. That is right. And it is a big one. I got some stuff to haul out here. Let's check on the chat real quick. LP Mom 3, Slimo. Got a lot of excess material to try to carve out of here. Chopping, chopping, chopping. Chopping, 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 chopping. This song's working pretty good. Brains. Brains. There's the trash can right there. Oh, there is a ton of pumpkin in there. Lots of pumpkin. I'm gonna switch gears here for just a second and take my Fitbit off because I gotta get all armpit deep in pumpkin. What's the sigma? Do you have an OF? I actually don't know what that means, sorry. I don't know what OF means, sorry. I gotta move that as well. Sorry, my phone still has timer set on it for some reason. We have many implements of pumpkin destruction. I gotta start digging pumpkin guts out of there. I'll probably lay them over on the side so you can see all the gut ripping goodness going on. Wearing the gloves simply to try to make this a little easier. If you can't hear me, if you want to see something specific, please let me know. I thought this was going to go a little different tonight, but unfortunately, I do not have assistance this evening. So, just lay his pumpkin face down. Look at all that pumpkininess. Got a lot of dome. Set up a bit different. Oh, there I can see the shot. Get you guys in here a bit more. Watch me dig out the pumpkin. Anybody have any special plans for this evening? Anything you're gonna do for the holiday? It's kind of disgusting when you get right down to it. Oh, I had pumpkin seeds all over my kitchen. That's great. Yeah, these things happen. Make me a mod, please. Oh, give me a second. Let me see if I can do that. Let's see. Add as moderator. You have been modded. I'm three. You've been modded. Fun Secret and friends with Crafts and More. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for jumping in. When I do verticals, I always try to have the screen open so that people can jump in. And as far as I know, you have to do that beforehand with verticals, at least at this point. So, you pumpkin. Get all the seedy guts out of here. Actually, there's not a ton of seeds in this thing, considering how big it is. In the flesh, not a ton of seeds. Don't know if you guys cook the pumpkin seeds after you carved the pumpkin, but hey, Doug Silver in Garage, have no fear, the Dougster's here. I do appreciate that, Doug. Just trying to do something fun. This is Halloween. I'm not going to get many kids this year, unfortunately. My neighborhood's going through the cycle where the kids have grown up and gone out, and it's starting to turn over now, but most of the kids are too young to trick or treat yet. So probably in the next year or two, hopefully it'll cycle back through. It's empty. I think. Some more goots. Gotta get all the guts out of there. You can bake the seeds. Yeah, I know that done that in the past. I don't eat them, so I tend not to worry about it. I know some people do, so I figured I'd ask and see who does. I like pumpkin pie, pumpkin donuts. Carving pumpkins most of the time, but I'm not really big on the seeds. Never been a fan. Hey, what's happening, Tom? New Guy's Guitar. If you need music for your videos and you don't want to have to worry about copyright stuff, go ahead and hit up Tom at New Guy's Guitar. He has a fairly decent sized playlist, and as long as you credit him in the video, preferably, and at least in the description, you can use his music for free, which I think is pretty cool. I've been using his music exclusively in my videos for, oh God, about a year and a half now. That's pretty gross. Yeah, the non-pumpkin carving pro tip, the Sawzall blade and a hand hacksaw handle works pretty well. And I think pumpkin does not stand a chance. This is a wood blade. I believe it's a wood blade. Yep, wood. Wood. Okay, take these off for the time being. Clean up just a tiny bit. They're saying, go trick-or-treating at Scott's place. Hangs out king-size candy bar, Snickers bars. No, I do not, Doug. No, I do not. Okay, clean up just a hair, and then we will flip this thing up and start carving. Well, I guess I could just let the dog clean up, but you know. Pumpkin brains. Okay, put this here for now. Get you back up. There you go, buddy. Let's fold this up. It's working out too bad. I don't think the dog's gonna eat the pumpkin seeds. Second. Anybody have any fun traditions they like to do for Halloween? Anybody not celebrate it? Normally a pretty fun holiday. One thing, sure. Lights are off. Unfortunately, I don't want the one poor kid who comes through to have a bad time, so. Yeah, not my more organized live, but like I said, I expected things to be a tiny bit different, but they are not quite the way I expected. We are going to make the best out of it, so. Really. Back ready to see someone saying, Tom's heavy metal music when you get stabbing. That is true. And we could, this would probably be the Tom live song. The Carve song. Yeah, it's laughing. Hey, Dinas, why was the jack-o'-lantern scared? It has no guts. I have a one dad joke policy on the live streams. So everybody knows. I mean, granted, that probably doesn't count because this is a tiny bit different, but you know, try to get a little more of this punum and the pumpkin. So I think we'll start at the bottom. And see how well this works. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get gloves on again. I got too much crap I gotta touch, unfortunately. Not worried about seeds or the pumpkininess. Worried about screwing up either the camera or my computer when I'm trying to read the chats. Okay, so. How's everybody doing? Like I probably said 400 times before. So we're going with a Frankenstein theme for the pumpkin. It's kind of a simple design. That's kind of what I had time for because, like I said, the plans unfortunately changed a bit. Live streams wait for no one. Start carving his little face. That's good. And you're home. This is going to be open since it says, yeah. Darn you, pumpkin. No account for pumpkin these days. Hey, Dean, what's happening? Mayor's Workshop, what's going on? What are you trying to scare up tonight? Not too much. Leonard, what's happening? I gave up on Halloweeny ways. Back, no kids or grandkids around. I live too far up in the mountains. Like I said, this area, when I first moved in about 11 years ago now, had a ton of kids. And it's just aged out, but people are moving out, so I figure in the next year or two, there's going to be a lot more youngins running around, because the age of the parents is starting to get younger, which means kids are starting to get younger as well. So doing his mouth and the bolts, we'll do his eyes, his strip, and then his hairline. He has a better hairline than I do. With crayons on. Yeah, Mater's cool, dude. Definitely, if you haven't, go check out the channels that are in here. That's one of the things I normally do with my Monday night weekly live stream. I try to have people meet other channels that they may not have heard of before, and try to get people seeing some cool new content. I think that's part of the fun of the live streams, especially when you have the ability to have other guests on, which unfortunately I do not with the shorts at the moment. But I know you can invite people earlier, the verticals. I know you can invite people earlier, but that really wasn't an option today, unfortunately. Oh, that wasn't too bad. He's got a lot of stuff in his teeth. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Let's see, Mater, talking back and forth. Everybody's saying hi. Yeah, I try to encourage that as much as I can. YouTube should be fun. Try to always have it where people are getting to talk to each other. It's not just about me or what I'm doing. It's about everybody having a good time. Yeah, it's a pretty thick pumpkin. And this saw works pretty good. Yeah, here's a tip for you, Mater. Using a Sawzall wood blade on a pumpkin works pretty darn well. I'll flip his little face over on here. Slicey, slicey. I don't get super fancy with that pumpkin. It's like a slice of watermelon. Start carving out some of his teeths. Slicey, slicey. Out there. It's pumpkin dentistry at the moment. Stabby things need to go over there. Bolts cut out. And then Frankenstein without bolts. Crystal's at the church for the trunk or treat while I'm here about to watch the game. Foosball. Dean's, I think, is that a pina colada? I can't really tell, my friend. I'm sorry. That's man. Yes. Dean saying his Deanisms. He's a man of many Deanisms. He's an awesome dude. And the stream is international. Dean is actually Kiwi from New Zealand, and Slimo is Australian. So thankfully my live streams normally have a fairly international flavor to them, which I think is pretty cool. I'll be trimming the marker off his teeth a little bit later. Good for now, just get the shape going. Never be afraid to fine tune your pumpkin. Just doing cross cuts to get the bulk of the teeth out, and coming back and squaring them up. Or turning them into triangles, whatever the case may be. Slicey action here. Don't know if you guys celebrate Halloween wherever you might be. If you do, you know what your traditions are. If you don't, let me know what you think of the whole thing. I'm gonna have to brush his teeth. There's gonna be pumpkin bits flying everywhere. Fine tune in here. A little more pronounced tooth. Some gingivitis. So we got the bolts and his toothy grin. So we got it pretty good. Okay, let's see how this chat going. No, Dean. Little Walsh saying how about my granddad joke? Well, that does count as the one dad joke. I guess that's grandfathered in. Dina said, my FE may be with you, Dean. It's true. Son is owned by New Zealand. He's on the 701st island of New Zealand. Known we Kiwis invaded it. Watch this space. Oh, don't invade tonight. It's a holiday for us on the right side of the world where we're not upside down. See, Dean, I'm talking to you, Dean. Anderson, is that going to be a self-portrait you're carving? No. I call this the mater. That's what I call it. I call it the mater. Carve his little eyes. Start doing his eyeballs. This would probably make a nice pie as much material is coming out of here. Do some corner. You know, if you want me to try to change the camera angle a bit, don't know what you can or can't see, or if you can or can't hear me. Like I said, I've not tried to do one of these like this before. Out. Hey, you want some pumpkin? Leonard Waters laughing, or Walters, sorry. Yeah, Mater, you do resemble that remark. Yeah, you are a pumpkin-y fellow. Chunk like pumpkin. I didn't realize that was a thing or an option. I guess that's what I'm getting. I finished the muffin. Big pumpkin. Oh, there's one eyeball. Let's go on to eyeball number 2. I'm going to have a lot to clean up when I'm done with this. Angle here. You might get a rare appearance of the Max. Max is my 11-year-old gigantic Doberman. He is in bed currently, but you never know. You never know when you're going to have a Max sighting. He's 4 feet tall and dang near 4.5 feet long. He's a very large boy. Basically a live action Scooby-Doo. He's about the size of a Dane and the temperament of Scooby-Doo. Got a sinus infection. Getting a little glittery there. No. Oh, so let's see what's going on. Yeah, is anything anybody like to know? Anything about what I do for normal channel stuff? I do car work. Build custom cars, go to car events, do shop tours, stuff like that. Try to do things that I think are interesting or most people don't get to see. And it's kind of hard to do that in this type of environment, especially right now with the weather changes. Because Michigan is, I'm in Michigan by the way, and it's starting to turn cold and all the car events have kind of turned off, and pretty soon it's going to be, other than I want to do winter sports, it's going to be almost impossible to be outside and film much of anything. Okay, so we got the mouth, the eyes. It's time to get the stitches. I'd say this saw works pretty darn good. Wouldn't do super intricate carving with it per se. It works pretty good. Not even sure if, I just realized I'm not sure if I even have a candle for this, but I guess we will find out together. I can put a flashlight or, I said I put my phone in it, but I'm currently using my phone to live stream, so. Whoa, I'm gonna randomly stab him. Carve, not stab him. Follow the line. Follow the line. Okay. Not too bad. It's probably not the right weapon of choice for carving this specific section. We'll get her done. Big old chunk of forehead. Anybody? Takers? No. Now you do the verticals. Suddenly want pumpkin pie. I'm not sure why. I don't know how I'm going to get all the pumpkin off of this handle. I can use it outside and not have animals try to eat it, you know, when it's back out in the garage, but you never know. Let's see what we got going on here. Moment 3. Sorry I had to take a phone call. I'm back. Well, thank you for coming back. Old McDonald has a car. Does that pumpkin have stigmatism? No. I do. The pumpkin does not. It's a raisin. Dean. Dean. Okay, DNS, Old McDonald, he's taken it to LASIK. Yeah, it is. I had LASIK. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I actually had cataract surgery, so I have plastic eyes. Both of them. You might be able to see the shine if I wasn't wearing glasses. My eyes shine like, sort of like the movie Pitch Black with Vin Diesel, where he has his, you gotta shine, John. Kind of, sort of, not really the same thing, but kind of not horrible. Not at all. Yeah, so there's a lot of people who don't normally watch my stuff. Is there anything anybody would like to know about the channel? Is there anything you'd like to see? Anything you'd like to know about? Keep it family friendly, of course. Yeah, you never know who's going to be watching, especially with a topic like this one, where it's kid friendly, even though I don't think you'd want to hand your kid a circular or a saw blade to carve a pumpkin, but I probably would. It's all about efficiencies. It probably worked for one of those ASMR videos. Just sewing. I normally try to cut through the magic marker line that I use to mark stuff out with. It's a little harder with this than I thought. I can always go back with the smaller knife and detail stuff as well. So, what do we got here? Dean saying, "Ouch, you cut off your 6th finger." It was Inigo Montoya. I killed his father. I had to prepare to die. Probably like 3 people that might get that reference. If you don't, it's from a movie called Princess Bride. It's a very good movie. Very entertaining. Fun for kids of all ages. And stuff like that. Pumpkin pieces. Like a deer in the headlights. Nah, not quite. It is not. Old McDonald's asking, is it raining up here? And it is not. It was supposed to, but then it seems to have probably migrated up to you. Old McDonald was about 3 hours northwest of me. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dang near wash this thing with so much goo coming out of them. So we got the bolts, the teeth, eyeballs, the stitches where he put his head on. Well, let's carve his hairline. Oh, stabbing a pumpkin. Okay, I might have to stand up for this one. Might move the camera a bit. I'll get the edges first, maybe the top. Yeah, this saw blade works quite well. Yeah, the teeth are so big on the saw blade that they really don't get jammed up with pumpkin guts and get stuck. I just don't want to push it through so hard that I damage the pumpkin. How do we do this? It's a vertical hairline. Wish I had a vertical hairline. I wish I had a hairline. Start in the middle, work my way out, I guess. Pumpkin, slicing. some of the material out of the way once I get a little farther along here. Hope everybody's having a good holiday, if you celebrate it or not. It's normally a lot of fun, something to do. Gives kids an excuse to go out and do everything you told them not to do. Don't talk to strangers, don't take things from them. You know, just take them, especially with the trunk or treats now, where you basically don't talk to strangers, but go up to them en masse and take things from them randomly in a parking lot. Seems a little, you know, inconsistent. I didn't do any trunk or treats with any of my Jeep clothes this season, unfortunately. Downtown, do you oven bake the seeds and salt them for an after carving snack? No, I'm not a big fan of sunflower seeds. Told them gonna last. Hey, never what's happened? Oh boy, Dan can use his multi-tool on this one. He would use a butter knife, which for Dan, our friend from New Guy's Garage, he would be using a butter knife for this, and probably a hammer. His teeth are big and gappy. No, his teeth are big and gappy. Neverboard, he will only use a Bowie knife and a flathead screwdriver. The flathead screwdriver, yes, but he still uses a butter knife. He probably carves this. Well, he'd probably shoot it first, and then start to carve. Let's see. Dean is saying his, her, it, she, they, them. Gesundheit. Neverboard, he can use the old gat for the eyes too. That's true. He's saying it's always the half-cut kiwi that spoils the other Halloween fruits. That is possible. It all depends on which kiwi you're talking about. Kiwi the fruit or kiwi the person? Or kiwi the people, I guess I should say. It's raining pumpkin. Okay, some more of these. I think I'm just going to slice this across and then take each hairline piece out because I'm afraid it's going to get weak. If I don't. Although cutting it all the way across could make it weak too. We'll find out in a second. But slicey, slicey. Get out of there. Wait a minute. There we go. See, it's lifelike. Especially with the dreads tangling us. I know what you meant by a gat. Neverboard. He would probably try to shoot eyeballs in it. I don't think it'd work that well, but Dan would try. More slicey. Get that hairline just right. Lord knows you don't want a Frankenstein with bad hair. I should have probably thought about this a little different and space these parts out because this hairline is a little weak. I'm gonna hold his hair while I cut it. Well, I guess barbers hold your hair when they cut it. Barbers and with stylists, whichever you prefer to go to. Let's see. Actually, speaking of which, I need a haircut. Oh, Shaggy. Not Scooby-Doo Shaggy, the other kind of Shaggy. We're almost actually, ew, that would hurt. Slice. Slice. Yeah, you definitely want to watch because this saw blade will not stop with your finger. Finger's not much stronger than the pumpkin. Get right down to it. Other than the bones. Alright. So we got Frankenpumpkin. See here, we gonna have to clean them up a bit, but you know, it's half the fun, I guess. That's what I'm going with, it's half the fun. So I'm gonna put his lid back on. I'm going to get some paper towel and wipe all the pumpkin off of him. And then we'll find a light and throw it in here. So give me 1 second. I like to close and personal with Mr. Pumpkin. He had a rough night. You know, he's been out carving all night, throwing candy at kids, setting villages on fire. He's had a lot to do. And he's looking a little tired. Rolling back just a hair. He's got some, apparently he had some corn because he's got some corn hair stuff stuck in his teeth. Some more paper towel. Let's see what we got here. It looks strikingly exactly like me. Well, it does. These things happen unfinished. It could. Consider I've never actually seen you, but you've been in like every live show I've ever had, which I do appreciate. Could be a lifetime portrait. I just don't know. Maybe I'm channeling you without even knowing it. Off a bit more. All right. Yeah. Saw blade definitely worked quite well. Let me get the trash can over here. So, yeah, a few carbon pumpkins. It's a Milwaukee Saws Y'all. And it's a wood bimetal blade. And this is a cheapy handle that you can use for drywall, actually. And it doesn't stay on here very well, but it was extremely cheap when I bought it because it just tries to slide off the inner handle. Actually, I should probably leave that off. I didn't even get to use the Michael Myers carving knife. I did get to use the cheapy dollar store ones I got from my mom, I think 20 years ago. Well, either way, those are going to get washed. Now, how am I going to clean this mess up? Check the chat real quick. There I am right in front of the screen here. It looks, mirror image. Well, the unfinished project say mirror image. Yep. So, well, 37 of you watching. Yeah, so is there anything else anybody'd like to know about what I normally do or about pumpkins or the holiday if you're not in this part of the country? I'm in the U.S., by the way. If there's something that I can try to lend a little bit of information towards you, please feel free to ask it. Again, keep it G-rated or PG at least. Because especially with this topic, you just never know who might be listening. Like I said, now I have to find a candle, so I'm going to leave you here with Mr. Ken and find a candle. Talk amongst yourselves. Feel free. Chat engagement does greatly help the live stream. Like I said, I thought I was going to have a little bit of a different evening tonight, but a couple things changed, so I do not have help this evening, unfortunately. So a couple of these little things I had planned on handling kind of got pushed to the wayside. So that is not going to stop us from having fun. I'm probably going to have to put a flashlight in there, actually. So I'm going to go grab a flashlight. This is likely going to be incredibly bright. Yeah, as I go through puberty again in my 40s. Okay. So I'm going to... Whoa, that's bright. This flashlight is going to be disgusting in a couple of seconds here. But I'm going to turn off the light so you get the full pumpkininess. And so lifelike, so amazing. It's like I carved it myself with my own two gnarled up hands. I'm here for your Halloween candy. Let's see what we got going on in chat here. Could be because it's unfinished. No. It's finished. It lit up at everything unfinished projects. That's not nice. Come on now. Renegade's Garage. Hey, Renegade's Garage. Happy Halloween. You came in just in time. We just got the pumpkin done, and it's carved. It might not be easy to tell, but that's Frankenstein. Or Pumpkinstein. Or, yeah, we'll go. Well, actually, technically it's Frankenstein's monster, so it's Pumpkinstein's monster. Well, then, it really wouldn't work. Pumpkinstein's monster wouldn't really. Well, it's Frankenstein's monster anyway. You can tell by the hairline, this piece right here, the eyes and the jagged teeth. Oh, I think I'll sit down in the moonlighting, and if there's anything anybody would like to know, please feel free to ask as I slowly clean up stuff off the floor, because I know my dog's not going to eat the pumpkin seeds. And I'm hoping he doesn't eat pumpkin seeds, because I'm pretty sure I don't want to clean up after him eating the pumpkin seeds. That's not something I really want to do. So we got some pumpkin-based mood lighting. Yeah, I'm going to have to mop. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to mop. Yeah, so that was fun. Haven't done that in a while. I haven't carved a pumpkin in a couple years. Like I said, I've been in this house 11 years, and I did it the first couple of years, and I couldn't figure out what was happening. Well, the squirrels in my area eat the pumpkins. So you'd come out, and the pumpkin wouldn't have any face, which was kind of disheartening when you spend, like 30 minutes doing spectacular artwork. You're not going to find a better pumpkin carved than this one for free at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on a Thursday in Michigan on my channel. Gotta really, lower the bar quite a bit here. Let's see. Oh my God, that looks like the Little Caesars robot from the black hole. Oh, the little robot. Hold on. This looks like the little robots from the black hole. Oh, I think he means the Disney movie, Black Hole. Oh, sorry about that. What are the pumpkin's pronouns? Pumpkin. Technically, it's Pumpkinstein, so I guess it would be a him. In a day or two, it's going to be were, because he'll be in the trash. But that's all. There's more to it than that. Come on, you're saying it looks great. Well, thank you. One pronoun is rind. Oh, that's true. The pronoun is rind. Pumpkin rind. So that was a heck of a lot of fun. I wanted to thank everybody for coming along with me as I carve dust pumpkin. Dust pumpkin. Be afraid. On All Hallows Eve, you never know when you might get the pumpkin. Hope you don't get motion sick. That might have made you sick. Let's slide this over here. Going on in chat, so I think I'll stay on for another 5-6 minutes. Is there anything anybody'd like to know about Das Pumpkin? Dean has to say, wait, you're not leaving? You're on your front porch till March? Well, no, I'm actually in my living. Actually, this is my kitchen. It's going to be in here until someone comes to help me empty this bad boy out in the front. I don't think I'm actually going to put them out because I don't want to disappoint the one kid that's going to come by tonight, unfortunately, and see a pumpkin and no candy because I don't have any. Duxter's saying, in the trash tomorrow? No, Scott. You leave it up on the porch till spring. No, it'll be up for a couple days, but it's not going to be up there forever. Don't worry, the squirrels will eat his face off probably by tomorrow. So, out there, have a great night, everyone. Oh, you too. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I think we'll, like I said, stay up for 5 minutes. If there's anything anybody'd like to know, upcoming stuff about the channel, stuff about Halloween, we do have Dougster, the limitless man of factual knowledge. So if there's some tidbit about Halloween you might want to know, probably knows it. He is a fountain of knowledge. We just throw it in the yard for the deer and rabbits. Well, I don't really want the rabbits to eat it because then they leave deposits in the yard, which means my giant horse of a dog would eat them. I don't want him to eat it. And the deer normally don't jump the fence into my yard. I have a decent sized yard, but everything's fenced. So I don't really want to attract foxes or coyotes or anything either. So, it's carving a 58 Plymouth. Dougster's carving a 58 Plymouth. That is possible. The Dougster could be carving some kind of incredibly intricate Chrysler thing. Oh, actually, I should mention that. So at 940 something subscribers, when I hit 2,000, I'm gonna be doing a 2,000 subscriber giveaway, and it's mostly carb-related stuff. Some T-shirts, hats, memorabilia, shop manuals, stuff like that. It's kind of random. Some cool stuff, at least one, and some stuff you just can't get just from being anywhere, and some of it's Michigan-based stuff as well. And the only real rules are that you have to be a subscriber, and you have to be drawn out of the bucket. Just basically have to be a subscriber, and you also have to be in the live stream, or at least have been on there to have your name put in the bucket. So I do that like Chris from Bustarella Garage. He was actually the one that gave me an idea for that. I thought it was a pretty easy way to do it. And then basically you just have to be a subscriber. You tell me where you want it to go, and as long as it's not ridiculous in terms of like, oh, actually, if Simon wants something, so pretty much it might take like an extra week to get it to you if you're out of the United States. But other than that, I'm just going to send it to you out of my pocket. And I won't keep your address or any of that stuff. I'm not going to sell your information. It's just trying to do something cool for people that gave me the option to even be here doing this stuff for you right now. So, I'm like carving pumpkins on a Thursday on Hallows Eve. Hallows Eve. Spooky. Dougster might actually be carving something. I think I'll give you Das Pumpkin. Oh, hey, it looks like I'm holding it. He's coming for your car parts, Doug. He knows where you live. He's coming for your shop truck, Doug. He wants a pumpkin-based tunnel ram. Be afraid of the pumpkin. Oh, Neverboard saying that. Neverboard saying that. I like to call him Never Duck because he games a lot and he never did duck, so that's why I started calling him Never Duck. But that's inside baseball. Happy Halloween to you as well, my friend. Idea Sunday man could do a lot worse on a Thursday night. That is true. That is very true. I think Uncle Tony's on. Ow! Oh! Or did he move to Wednesday? I don't even know anymore. Whoop! Losing the light. Oh, there we go. Oh, spooky. The light of the laptop is keeping things lit. Woo! Spooktoberfest. Oh, I really do appreciate everybody jumping in this evening. Like I said, it's a pumpkin-based Frankenstein. I'm going to spend the next hour cleaning up my kitchen because there's pumpkin stuff everywhere. Oh, nope, something else, not for this. I catch up on that in a minute. So yeah, so I think if nothing anybody else wants to know, we got one more thing coming in here. Been a minute. I've been busy. I figured you were busy. You got a lot of stuff going on with. I know you ramp. Correct me if I'm wrong. You ramp up for winter with where you work, right? Or was that spring? I can't remember. Oh my God, he is looking for webbers. Webbers are carvers, not just webs for the holiday season. So. Yeah, so Nevermore, basically, we don't see him for like 3 months. And then if he comes out of work and he's covered in frost, that means 3 more weeks of winter, or 3 more weeks of produce. I'm not sure on how the lore all works. So, ooh, can you see the shadow pumpkin in the camera, or is that just me in the screen? I can't actually tell if it's on the screen because of the delay. Woo, it looks scarier in the reflection of my glasses. Ooh, it's coming for me. It's moving. Never mind. I'll try to catch the next one. Wife and baby out of town. I should be able to join in soon. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll be doing my normal Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 or 7 p.m. 9, I'm sorry, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain Central MST 3K time. Oh, never worth saying. I turn orange October, December, and I smell just like a carrot. If you don't know what he does for a living, that would sound really, really weird. He's in produce and produce accessories. So we actually have a international flavor on the live stream. We also have a heavy produce connection on the live stream as well. My weekly live streams on Mondays, it's horizontal, and I do that so I can have all my buddies come on. So I try to have anywhere from 3 people to the whole thing filled up, and just kind of have fun talking to each other and just trying to make the best of the day. I always like it. It's fun. It's a good time to get to see some people. I did one live with most of the people that are in my normal weekly live streams. We all met down at No Name Nationals in Missouri in September. And that was really freaking cool to see everybody stacked up in like a live stream format, but we could actually reach out and smack each other. It was really sweet. Renegade's Garage sound, it still sounds weird. Well, I know Renegade's Garage, but again, he works in produce and produce accessories. It's like Hank Hill, but not. Kind of the same. Well, the stuff he does, you could put on propane and propane accessories. So, Fun Seeker and Friends with Crafts and More. Yep. Yeah, definitely hang out. If you see somebody's channel on here that you don't know, follow them, check them out. Make sure you watch a video if you can. If you decide you like them, watch a video, then subscribe. Leave a comment, hit a thumbs up, whatever. Because YouTube doesn't always take it sometimes. So your best bet is to hang out for a second, actually see if you like what they have to offer, and then grab it. Definitely give them a ding. Old McDonald, never bored. Don't become a talking carrot like the Great Vegetable Rebellion episode of Lost in Space. I gotta say that one outdates me, and I'm old, and I did watch a lot of reruns as a kid, but I wasn't a big Lost in Space fan. Yeah, everybody's saying hi. Yeah, so might as well go another 3 minutes. That'll give me straight an hour. So yeah, Pumpkin. Yeah, you can't see the reflection of my glasses, which it actually looks cooler. It looks scarier. So all you can see is the teeth. They're right here, which probably makes no sense to anybody not in my glasses. Teeth. Oh, Lord. Thanks again. I hope everybody has a great, happy Halloween. Safe. Try not to do anything too silly. At least not get yourself caught or hurt anybody, please. Try to eat as much candy as you can without becoming diabetic. Nobody wants Wilford Brimley in their nightmares. Diabetes. We got a couple more. No. Where is Juan? I don't know. I think... Oh, that's right. Juan does not believe in Halloween. So that's probably why he's not here. I don't think he enjoys the satanic holidays. Not a fan. Not at all. Juan doesn't like fun. Not at all. He hates fun. Pumpkin. If you want, you can make me a mod and I could be the link dropper. I will keep that in mind for the next one. I know that because we're just about to end it, but I do appreciate that greatly. And actually, quite a few mods are in here this evening, but sometimes that's not always easy, especially if you are on a phone. Renegade's Garage already a diabetic, so there's no candy for me. Well, I'll have some candy for you. I'm a diabetic, but my A1C is pretty low. It's been consistently mid-4s, so I'm not diabetic anymore, sort of. I'm technically the opposite now. I almost have to have candy. Neither does my wife. Oh, he's scared of the spooky stuff. It's not that. He's just a very religious human being, and he doesn't like it. I'm fine with it. And Dinas should have put a mullet on the pumpkin. I could actually I think there's enough pumpkin guts in the garbage to actually make a mullet. I should probably do that, actually. Old McDonald has a car. Don't they celebrate the Day of the Dead in Puerto Rico? I actually don't know. And if they did, I don't think it's something he would have celebrated. He's because he's really religious, but I don't want to talk for him because I don't exactly know what he does or doesn't, how strict he follows things. So, yeah, and with that, about a second or two, we're going to end it. I can't thank everybody enough for jumping on. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you all so much. If there's anything you'd like to know, leave it in the comments of the video. Check out the channel if there's something you want to know about that, or the week live streams. I try to put out content as much as I can. Cool stuff. And again, thanks everybody. Have a happy and safe Halloween, and I will see you guys next time. Assuming I can remember how to end this. Take care, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.